Our lymphatic system doesn't have a heart to pump it around. It really does rely on us. Physical movement and movement in the form of massage really, really helps the lymphatic system. Now working on your corrugator, which is the muscle that's responsible for our frown lines, giving it a good stretch and lifting those cheeks.
Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'm just going to interrupt briefly here to give a big thank you to the sponsors of today's video, Manta Sleep Masks. So Manta sponsored one of my videos about a year ago now, and they provided me with this wonderful, wonderful sleep mask. It's their original product, and I love it so, so much. I've been using it for about a year now, and it really helps me when I take naps during the daytime, and also sometimes when I sleep at night and the room is just a bit too bright. So I'm so happy they reached out again to sponsor this video, because it meant I got to try out more of their wonderful, wonderful products. So I've got a few here to show you. First, I've got the cooling pads that attach to that original mask I just showed you, and these are so, so wonderful. I get quite tired eyes when I'm editing, and this just really, really helps. And I also find it a bit of a little beauty treat. It's very, very therapeutic and relaxing, even if I'm not napping and sometimes just meditating. Next, there is the silk mask, which is also a new favourite of mine. It's very, very soft and silky, a silk mask. And I've also heard about all the sort of beauty benefits of this sort of silky texture on the skin. So it's kind of an exciting product to be using when sleeping at night, and I find my hair is much less frizzy when using this one. Finally, there's the Manta Pro mask, which is really exciting to me because when you roll on your sides, the little pads here are created so that it doesn't kind of stop you against your pillow, and there's no friction there whatsoever, and it's really easy to toss and turn at night with these on. So those are my new lovely eye masks. I love, love, love all of them, to the extent that it's really, really hard to recommend just one of them to you all. All the details for Manta and a special promo code are down in the description below. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
I'm just going to bring it all the way because I'm going to work with your scalp a little bit as well. I'm not going to put a headband on you then, so I can properly work with this scalp area, because it really helps if it's tight here. It affects the face as well. Right, I'm just going to put my hand on your belly. Okay. Whenever you're ready, take a big diaphragm breath in for me. Hold and breathe out, scanning your body for any tension and just letting it melt away now. Next, big breath in whenever you're ready. Hold and breathe out. Setting the intention now for deep relaxation. Whenever it comes, final big breath in. Hold it there and just let go. We're going to start with an oil cleanse. This one's frankincense oil, and it smells really good. Big deep breath in and let go. When it comes to oil cleansing, so very different to using like a foamy cleanser, because you actually need something physical to take the dirt off. You can't just wash it off with water. I think that's why a lot of people, when they cleanse with oil at home. They're like, oh, it doesn't work for me. Really take this time to relax your muscles, your facial muscles, all the way down to your toes. The best skin healing always happens when you're completely relaxed, and that's when your body can prioritize rejuvenation and repair. Now that the seasons are changing and it's becoming the cold, dry season, so many of my clients have much drier skin than they would at other times in the year.
Yeah, I did actually wonder if some of my breakouts were because of the changing weather. My skin feels so dry at the moment.
Yeah, especially right now when it's really dropped the temperature. I know my skin takes a long time to adjust to changes in temperature. My skin also reacts really badly to the tube. It hates the tube. Whenever you're ready, big breath in again. And let go. Going in now with another oil cleanser. This one's called Immortelle from Living Libations. This is the cleanser I use on myself. I love it so much. Really interestingly, since I've stopped using a moisturiser and started using an oil to moisturise, my skin is nowhere near as dry as it used to be. The trick with oil cleansing is really working that oil into your face so that it can pick up all of the sebum and all of the dirt in your pores, and it sort of becomes like one paste, and then you can get something physical. Here it's obviously a face towel, but if you're at home you can just use wet cotton pads to actually physically then remove the dirt from your face. Something so incredibly relaxing about having a hot towel just mushed on your face. with my facials, I always say that it's a nervous system reset, because although they have amazing skin benefits and you leave glowing and lifted, it's the relaxation that people come back for. Next, I'm going to do your deeper clean with a ultrasonic skin spatula, which sounds very Doctor Who. But it's really good for just getting all the gunk out of your pores, getting any dead skin off. It's a super efficient way to do that. I like to put sort of a gel on your face first, just to make sure it stays wet. And then we'll cover up your eyes. I always have to tell my clients that this part sounds like I'm shaving you, because I've had a few panics. So your face has to be quite wet for the ultrasonic skin spatula to work. So if you own one at home, you can use it in the shower, as long as it's a waterproof one. Or use it if you've got a steam machine. It just won't work on a dry face. You should never use it too often though, because all of the microorganisms that sit on our skin actually quite like there to be a little bit of sebum in our pores. And even though they get a really bad rep for causing acne, there's actually loads of them that are really helping us have healthy skin. So you've got a black head that's ready to come out on that side. Do you want me to get it or do you want me to leave it?
Yes, please.
You want me to get it?
Yeah.
I know some people are not a fan of extractions. Sorry, I know this part's not fun.
It's okay.
Got it.
Thank you. My paws are always so clogged and bad.
I'm telling you, it's the tube.
I do take it like every day.
Yeah. I really noticed with my skin that, like when I was working in the city, I would always have to get the tube, of course. And I always had like so many little under the skin spots. And now that I don't get the tube anymore, voila. I'm just going to pull this down because I don't get it oily. Applying the massage oil. So we start with just waking up your lymphatic system. We've got some major lymph nodes just right here under, in that little groove in our collarbones. And it's really important to just wake up our lymph nodes and say, hey, get ready to drain some lymph. We've also got more major lymph nodes just at the front of our chest here. Really gentle pressure here. You don't want to bypass the lymphatic system completely and then end up just going straight to the muscle. More lymph nodes just around our armpits as well. And that straight line from the bottom of your ears down to your collarbones holds a huge amount of lymph nodes as well. now that we've woken up the lymph nodes, start by massaging the front of your chest and the back of your shoulders. Right here at the front of your chest is our platysma muscle, which is a long, flat muscle that originates at the top of your chest and moves all the way up your neck, and then it inserts again just on your chin and the bottom of your cheeks. And because a lot of us spend most of our time just looking down at our phones or our computers, this muscle tends to get really, really tight and short. So it appreciates some TLC. Pressure point here, right at the groove at the back of your skull. Really try to feel that energy. Relax into it. Tops of our shoulders, another place where we hold so much tension. And again, relax into this hold. Now working with the front of the neck, gently lengthening this muscle here, the sternum-mastocytoid. May have pronounced that wrong. Working now really gently with the jawline, soft strokes, aiding all of that lymphatic fluid that tends to sit on our lower part of our jaw, and just really gently directing it towards the lymph nodes. Our lymphatic system doesn't have a heart to pump it around. It really does rely on us. Physical movement and movement in the form of massage really, really helps the lymphatic system. And every once in a while, gently wiggling the lymph nodes, just to make sure that they are awake and receiving the lymph. Now we're going to move on to this muscle that's right at the corner of our lips. It's a depressor. We have pairs of muscles on our face. Some are levators, so they lift up, and some are depressors, so they pull down. And this muscle, over time as we age, tends to get quite strong, and that's why sometimes the corners of our mouths point downwards as we get older. So it's always really important to relax this muscle. making our way slowly now towards our masseter, which is our jaw muscle. It's a big, big chunky muscle that's constantly working, where a lot of people hold a lot of tension. Just starting to warm it up now. Now we're just going to be using my knuckles, gently gliding over that masseter muscle again.
Feels amazing. Oh yeah, I saw you had a new treatment, I think like a TNJ one. Right?
Yes, yeah. It's a shorter one for people that really suffer with jaw tension.
Would you say mine's tense, or is it like normal?
It's quite hard to say because the client I had earlier, she had terrible TMJ, but from just like a feeling it point of view, it didn't feel particularly tense. And so sometimes the big chunky masseter muscles are actually not causing too much problems. But have you had an intraoral massage before?
Is that the one where they put?
Yeah.
I loved it. Like
really?
The one time I had it, the feeling afterwards was so amazing.
Really?
So nice.
Come in for one of those next time.
I'll have to. Because I think I mentioned last time, but I tried Botox because I heard it would feel better, but then it didn't really work.
Did it not?
Whereas the intraoral, I think they called it buccal, the one I had.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah, buccal, I think so.
Yeah. It felt so nice afterwards.
Yeah, I had a client write to me. She came a few weeks ago and she said her jaw pain hasn't come back. Which is amazing.
In a few weeks, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have me back very soon.
It's funny though, I'm always massaging people's jaws while like clenching my own so hard.
I guess when you're focused, it happens, right? That's what I think mine is from being at work all day and then clenching my teeth.
Yeah. When you're focusing, it's so hard not to.
Mm-hmm.
Now working on your corrugator, which is the muscle that's responsible for our frown lines. Giving it a good stretch, facilitating its relaxation. I know a lot of people hold so much tension in this area as well, so much so that it starts to get bulky over time. Really gently now helping drain your eyes, increasing the pressure when we get to your eyebrow. Gentle drainage. working with the forehead now. Probably the area of the face where you can increase the pressure the most. But always softening the pressure when we get to the temples and stretching out that fascia as we work into the scalp. Moving your head to the side now. Are you comfortable here?
Yeah. The stretch feels quite nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Working now with the side. I can feel you have a lot of tension in the back of your shoulders here.
Yeah.
Probably from working. The scalp is such an important part that people often overlook when it comes to massaging the face. But a loose scalp really, really shows up on our face as well. It's already feeling so much looser. Coming to the side now and rolling the skin all the way to your ears. This is an amazing massage move for just facilitating the loosening of your fascia and any adhesions, bringing back that flexibility. Just using my thumbs now to gently smooth and lift your face. Spending a little bit longer on the masseter. It doesn't seem like you have a very tense jaw. Remembering every once in a while to facilitate the drainage of the lymph all the way down to your nose. Reminding it of where the pathway is. Working directly with the eyebrow now and the skin around the eyes, just lifting and relaxing the muscles. and stretching the orbiculus oculi muscle. A muscle we tend to scrunch a lot but never quite stretch. A little bit more rolling of the skin, slowly and with intention. And moving all that lymph down to your nodes. Now we're going to start with the much more sculptural face lifting part of the massage. This is where we really up the tempo, work with those muscles and lift them all the way up. And working to physically sculpt your cheekbone. Lifting and sculpting all of the small muscles that we have in our cheeks. And again, sculpting your cheekbone. And lifting those cheeks. This will also bring so much oxygen right up to the surface, leaving you pink and red for about 20 minutes after the treatment. Standing up now so I can get a really good angle for the lift. Also working on that jaw muscle. Lifting, draining and sculpting. We can already see that pink glow of new blood, new oxygen brought up to the surface, which is also why people that exercise regularly, one of the reasons that they tend to have lovely skin, because they bring all of that fresh oxygen up to the surface. And with fresh oxygen comes fresh nutrients. Draining everything towards the nodes. making sure all the tissues are nice and loose. Just draining everything slowly. Towards your lymph nodes, and then down towards your other lymph nodes, and then towards your heart. Coming back to centre, you should feel the lift on one side of your face. Spending a little bit longer now, just showing your forehead a bit of love, lifting your eyebrows, smoothing out any tension. Making our way now to the other side. Head comfy?
Yeah. I can really feel the difference on both sides.
You really feel it, right?
Yeah.
You're like, why have I been so droopy all along? Working now that tension again in the back of our neck, back of our shoulders, all the way up to our scalp. Letting that tension melt away, but also letting the emotions that were being held within that tension melt away too. Whether it's stress, worry, fear, again working with our major lymph nodes. Coming over to the other side now, and again gently picking up and rolling your skin towards your ears. Using my thumbs now to gently lift, sculpt your face, spending a little bit of extra time at your masseter. Working my way up now to your eyes, really trying to lift that brow, stretching your orbicularis, oculi, moving gently into your scalp, and again rolling the skin. Raiding that lymphatic fluid down, reminding it of where it needs to go. Now, again for the lift on the other side, applying a little bit more oil for some extra glide. Now we're really lifting the other side too. Sculpting that cheekbone, lifting the side of your face, and bring everything now towards the ears. Sculpting your cheekbone. There's nothing quite as powerful as the power of human touch. Working with your masseter and coming back here towards the mouth area of where your cheek is and draining everything towards the ears, working now a little bit with your eye area, slowly, like a huge gua sha, bringing everything towards the ears. And then moving it down the neck. And then towards the heart. And coming back up to centre. Feeling that lift on both sides. Working through the scalp. Looking lifted and sculpted and glowing. Now just keep your eyes closed. Just going to remove some of that oil. Now I'm just putting a natural lime and papaya mask on you. Smells amazing and will really, really gently exfoliate your skin and help a little bit to dry any active breakouts that you're having. Pop some cotton pads over your eyes. And some goggles. You can still expect it to be a little bit bright. And just while this mask's on, we're just going to work a little bit more with your scalp. Not only will this help stimulate your own hair growth, but it helps as well with how the other muscles in your face feel. A tight scalp can help contribute towards having really droopy eyelids, which is the last thing you'd expect when you have droopy eyelids. taking some nice silky massage cream now. And coming over to your hands. Gently working with the forearm. I know especially people that type or knit hold a lot of pressure in this area, and it can sometimes be quite painful for people as well, so we just like to go super gentle. Gently pull the arm. Little bend. Working now with the inside of your hand. And then slowly letting all the tension in the fingers melt away too. Off again with the forearm, and just letting all of that energy move. Tight hold. And relax. Time to turn off the LED mask. Goggles off. And removing that gentle exfoliating lime and papaya mask. Keep your eyes closed. Having a wet face really helps for the products to absorb better into your skin. Now applying some Open Sky Sheer Serum from Living Libations. Really hydrating for the skin. It's got things like frankincense oil, it's got rose water, prickly pear seed oil. It just leaves you so dewy and so hydrated, especially when applied onto a damp base. Giving that a second now to just soak into your skin. Now using another mist. Gently wetting the base. Adding some Rose Glow Serum. Really, really powerful serum. Giving this a second now to just seep into your skin. Quick stone crop mist. And just to finish off, we're going to be adding a little bit of a little balm called Dewdab, which is an ozonated balm. Really, really good for active breakouts. So nourishing for the skin. And a tiny, tiny, tiny bit goes such a long way. You will be feeling a bit like a glazed donut, but don't worry, your skin will drink it up so quickly.